Hey, happy, it's your boy, Mr. CJU, the credit sauce boss that never took a loss.
Come
you know
on
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, man, this right here is the official first episode of the CJU podcast. And, of course, I got my brother from another mother.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, player.
Well, you know, some call me Slick Will, but we'll get to that later. It's your boy, Will Taylor, a.k.a. Thank Me Later. You know, and
In the building, man.
thing.
In the building, man. So check this out, bro. Let's get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? We all about that no fluff over here.
Come on,
This
now.
podcast is going to be about what y'all know about the Sauce Boss and more. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know me as a guy that came on the scene on YouTube, you know, years ago. I think my first video was maybe 2017 or something like that.
Yep,
where I was inspired people all across the nation to learn about credit information to change their situation.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I spilled and splashed that credit sauce straight out of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? And it spread it all over the nation. And it exploded in 2020. I got known for the guy that just gave people that credit sauce. You know what I'm saying? And I gave it to you.
You for shit show gave it to me.
You know what I'm saying? Gave it to you, and we traveled all around the country, bro, from coast to coast, bringing more hope than the Pope. You know what I'm talking about? Shit wasn't no joke.
Ooh,
And we just help people, bro. We help people learn about their credit, check their credit, get their personal credit right, go get extra business funding and start their business.
Level
you know what I'm
up.
saying? So go ahead and just drop something for him, Will, how you just, you know, how you got involved in the credit game.
Well, first off, can we say that you got the slickest mouth in the South
Hey, man.
when it come to, you know, this whole social media influencer thing or, you know, all of that? I just ain't never heard nobody kick it like you kick it.
You ain't gonna find it. I'm one-on-one.
That's
Badass
that-
son of a gun.
That's that H-Town coming out you,
Hey,
ain't
Houston, Texas, north side to be exact, my boy.
it? Already, man. Well, I'm a South Side baby. Shout out to Herm Clark, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, this is probably around 2017-ish or whatever. I'm busting my butt working about, you know, anywhere from 12 to 15 hours a day in them restaurants, building my career. One day, this guy says, "Hey, man, give me all your information." So, okay. Gave him my social, you know, my ID, login stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to just try something out with your credit." I'm like, "Credit?" I'm an educated guy. I graduated with a college degree. I barely even knew how to spell credit. But go ahead. Do what you got to do. And, you know, next thing you know, give it about, you know, 6 months, he took my credit score from a 450 all the way to the 700s. And I said, "Hey, now you talking my language, you know. Let's see what you got going here." And from there, you know, he just really educated me on the importance of credit, what it can do for your life, why you need it, and how it can help you level up. You know, street credit can't get you to hear the word approved.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main things you introduced to me. And then from there, you know, eventually you showed me how to use that and how to teach it to people and educate people on it. And then I was able to leave a 6-figure career and, you know, double my income and build a profitable business from the information you gave me about 6 years ago.
For sure, man. And I want to make sure I give a big shout out on my podcast to my OG, the one that put me in the credit game, Mr. William Roundtree.
Oh, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? He was one of the first people that was really traveling around the nation giving that sauce.
Yeah.
And I was lost. You know what I'm saying? And I was working at Finish Line, making $8 an hour, hustling a little weed on the side. And I was like, damn, bro, this just not gonna cut it. Like, I'm just not making enough money. I know I'm a better person. I know I got a gift. I know I got a voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these guys out here that just got a few dollars and all of a sudden popping up. I've been that guy even before the money. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew that I had a vision that I just wanted to do more. And William Roundtree was a guy that gave me that credit sauce. And I remember going to an upsell that he had at the hotel in Houston where he was giving a credit game. And I never forget this day, bro. I remember so vividly just watching him flip that goddamn paper over that little easel you know what I'm saying, whiteboard thing, and he was just breaking down the credit this, credit age, credit utilization, this and that. And I remember the first time I seen it, I was like, yo, I'm all in 100%. And I deep dived that credit sauce, and I quit my job. And again, this was early. I started playing, like learning around 2016, like learning that stuff that everybody talking about now, little consumer law stuff. I was studying that back in 2016. But then when I heard him teach like how to do it a different way in 2017, it changed my life.
Hey, shout out Roundtree, man, because I used to watch my man be knee deep in the trenches selling shoes and weed, trapping and selling kicks. I know he ain't like that. So shout out Roundtree if you was the one that got him out, and shout out Roundtree because you get him out got me out the rat race, man.
You gotta always pay homage, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of new cats in the credit game today that's running around calling themselves the best credit repair person or the best funding person. Man, y'all just find out about credit after 2020. Y'all like that shit. You know what I'm saying? We before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I started learning credit 2016, got out the game 2017. When Roundtree was doing that shit years before me. You know what I'm saying? So we considered the OGs in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that changed my life, bro, and also personal development. You know, we big on that over here. You know, especially everybody that's been following my journey.
The paradigm,
you know what I'm saying?
shit.
Big shout out to Bob Proctor, RIP. You know what I'm saying? Jim Rome, RIP. You know what I'm saying? Les Brown. You know what I'm saying? We can go down the line about all the people we study in
Stuart Wiley,
yeah.
Miles Monroe, Joe Dispenza. You know, it just
man.
goes
He can go down. So we heavy in personal development. We heavy on, you know what I'm saying, renewing our mind, because I don't care if you want to get that credit sauce or start your own business. You remember you're an employee. You know what I'm saying? You work the job. So you're trained to work the job. And now all of a sudden you're saying, I don't want to be an employee no more. I want to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different mindset, being a boss, running your own business, setting up your own systems, getting your own staff together, training, growing, scaling, marketing, sales, everything that goes into be a profitable, successful business owner and entrepreneur, bro. It's a lot you got to learn. So you got to rewire your mindset to be open and able to learn that new information. So personal development was big for me back in 2016, 2017 when I started my journey, because if I didn't renew my mind spiritually, ain't no way I would have made it through.
Yeah. And with that being said, you know, whether people know it or not, you know, we going on over 17 years of friendship. You saying personal development is really what flipped the switch. So you know, credit was just an avenue and business just an avenue, but it was really the personal development, right? And with that being said, I can remember distinctly March 2013. Me and you had a little rinky-dink apartment in the hood. You working 2-3 jobs, I'm working 2-3 jobs. You know, we don't have no mom, dad, bank, or none of that. We both from the hood. And I remember probably around, this was one of our lowest points. We had a couple in life, but this was one of them.
Yeah,
I remember them lights went off.
Yeah.
We both got home from work, walked in that crib, them switches weren't working. I looked at you and said, hey, we got to go get some extra money. And that's the only, coming from where we come from, the only way we knew how was to go pick up that pack.
That's it.
And that's what we did. 2013, we went and picked up that pack.
Yeah.
And at them type of points in our lives, we don't know how to get out of them situations. And it's funny that you bring up personal development, because that's the only way you're going to get out. I don't care if it was our situation. There's people that's going through a million different situations that's holding them down in life. And they don't understand the only way to really get out is through that mind first.
Yeah, you got to pick up a book, bro. I you know, in school, I wasn't no big reader or nothing like that. But,
oh, no, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I stumbled upon that movie, The Secret, on Netflix, and then I seen Bob Proctor, and I started following him on YouTube, and he started referring books. He talked about Think and Go Rich. He said, man, if you read this book, Think and Go Rich, and do exactly as it says, you can have anything you want.
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
believe him at the time. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't believe it was going to work at the time, but I believed him. I picked up Think and Go Rich. I started reading that, and I found out about Napoleon Hill, and I said, wait a minute. You mean tell me these white people really giving that information like that out there in them books like that?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it changed my mind, bro. Think and Go Rich was a game changer. So many books was a game changer. But the personal development, especially, bro, when you come from the streets and you trapping and stuff like that, that's your career, bro. You don't think that you ever going to lead a trap. You don't ever think you're going to be able to put that pack down because that usually become all you know. You know what I'm saying? So for me to just, man, I just remember, bro, doing credit repair letters and hustling at the same time. That shit was tough, bro. So again, personal development got me out. Again, the YouTube went crazy, started helping a bunch of people. And
That was wild.
that was always the happiest moments of our journey, bro. Everybody thought that we were so happy we was helping people get credit cards.
All that.
We were so happy when people send us, hey, CJ, I read this book because of you.
Oh, those was the best.
Hey, I picked up Think and Go Rich because of you. I picked up Psycho-Cybernetics because of you.
Oh, man.
I started watching Bob Proctor because of you. I started studying Napoleon Hill because of you.
We had the whole nation read Master Keys of Wealth.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you want to follow me
Joseph
on this credit and business stuff, that's great, but make sure you follow my personal development teachers. Make sure you follow the spirituality teachers, because that's really what's going to guide you in whatever you do, man. And to be here in Miami, Florida, living the way I'm living today, compared to how we started, it's spiritual. It's definitely God all day long. You know what I'm saying? Credit can only take you so far.
Oh, man.
Credit is just debt, bro. But when you got your mind right with credit, it's a whole different situation. And that's what I want to jump into now as far as the credit game today. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about a little bit about what it was back when we was in the game and what the credit game is today in 2023. So basically, when I was in the credit game to start out in 2017, it was a whole different ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Like regular basic 609 dispute letters can get stuff off. There wasn't a lot of people doing credit repair. There wasn't a lot of credit repair companies. So the credit reporting agencies or the credit bureaus was removing stuff like they were supposed to. You can call, get things off. The game was really smooth back then. And then when you talk about funding back then, smooth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. Well, I'll say this. Amex was way more prestigious back then.
Oh, yeah.
It was way more difficult to get an Amex back then because that was really a more prestigious card.
Exclusive.
But it's flipped now because, like, Chase back then was more green. Like, man, Chase would give you 6 bands, 10 bands out the gate. You know, they more tighter now. But back then, they would give you money, Discover. Like, it was just a lot more easy to just get access to funding back then because, again, a lot of people wasn't jamming the system like they is today. It's very smooth, and I played a big part in influencing people to repair their own credit and get funded. But you know what I'm saying? As I started to go into high-ticket sales and more marketing, you pretty much took over the credit repair side of what I had built. So go ahead and just share, like, what the credit repair was like when you first started with me, and then what is credit repair like now?
Yeah, so, I mean, back then, I probably took over around 2019, 2020-ish. And, you know, before the pandemic and then going into it because we didn't know what the pandemic was. So I'll kind of say pre-pandemic, people would come for that service to really, you know, change around their financial situation, and it was more genuine. They really had a purpose behind it. Like, hey man, I need to fix my credit because I need to get this going. I need to do that. I need to get this going. I need to, you know, I want to start this business. Yeah. And they were patient. They understood that they got themselves in that situation, and it's gonna take time to get out, and then they're gonna do right by it. So it was a more genuine transaction, you know. They wanted you to help them, and you wanted to help them. Right. Now, as the years went on, fast forwarding around, you know, end of 2020, 2021, 2022, when the pandemic happened, everybody got to be at home. So next thing you know, your YouTube goes viral. It's a lot more people talking about it now, and it was like a light bulb pop for people. It's like, yeah. A lot of my problems are money problems, and y'all are telling me that these banks will give me money, and I can use that money to fix my problems. So that is where it started turning around from, like you said, man, you do the proper processes. You can send in letters, you can get stuff off, you can make calls, banks are giving you funding. But now everybody's like, you know, hey, let me hop on this and let me just try to get a quick fix. A quick fix never works in any situation. Right. So once everyone started trying to use it as a quick fix, you think these people aren't looking? You think they're not paying attention? Those credit bureaus start catching on, you know, just as fast as everyone else is catching on about credit. So it started getting more difficult. They started wanting more verification and started putting you through more verification processes. And it just made it a lot harder to turn people's situations around, because they start seeing like, okay, these people are abusing the system. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said, it's still a goal. It's still something that everyone should do. You definitely need to have good credit as an adult. There's no way around it in America. But the credit bureaus ain't just going for no fluff anymore. So it is a lot harder, and it is actually kind of a good thing because it forces you to make better decisions. So credit repair went from something that was like, all right, man, give me 6 months, I can get your situation turned around, to now, don't be surprised if you're looking at, a 12-month plus process.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback on to everybody that's listening. Hey, man, if you in credit repair, you in credit repair. You told them credit cards up. You burnt them credit cards. You got charge-offs. You got late payments, bro. So you owe them people a bunch of money. Don't be thinking somebody's just going to be able to fix that 1, 2, 3 months. And you pay somebody $100 here and there, and all of a sudden thousands of dollars just from the delete. Them people want their money. So if you're in credit repair, you got to be patient. You got to relax. You got to make sure the processing. If you don't want to pay nobody to do it yourself. But either way it goes, you're going to have to be patient. Again, it's not like it was back in the day. Everybody's doing credit repair. Everybody's getting hip to the game. So if you need your credit fixed, you're going to have to be patient.
And with that being said, man, on the business side, so many people turned into a hustle. The reason we were so successful was because we really had a passion to help people. Those lines got blurred so much in the last few years of, does this person need help, or are they just trying to, beat the system?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of that going on right now. I'm glad you said that, because I can touch on that on a bunch of points out here for the credit game.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Because all the little credit hacks and all that shit is dead. You missed that wave. It's 2023. You missed that wave, and now the consumer law thing is getting so popular today because everybody think, well, if I learn these consumer laws and all this shit like that, I can automatically just get late payments removed. I can automatically just get my car note removed. I can get my mortgage removed. That shit ain't true. That shit ain't happening like that. You know what I'm saying? It's good to learn the laws. I'm not against people who in the consumer law game. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, take time to learn all that shit, cool. But, you know what I'm saying? You need to know what you're doing, because it's still not a quick fix. It's still disputing. It's still a back and forth process. You know what I'm saying? So however you look at the game right now, you need to do it right. You need to do it legal. You need to do it legit, and just play it fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just play it fair. All you need to build your personal credit up, man. You just need a credit card, bro, and make sure you ain't late on that credit card for about 2 years.
Right.
Just a damn credit card. You don't need 20, 30 credit cards. You don't need all of them. Man, 2 credit cards, 3 credit cards, little personal credit cards, bro, with no late payments on them. For over 2 years, you can get whatever you want. It's not complicated, all right? And then when you talk about your credit card debt, whatever the limit is, just make sure that bitch ain't maxed out every month. That's it. A credit card for over 2 years with no late payments, and that's reporting that ain't maxed out. All that other stuff people telling y'all, man, these new people that fly by night that just learned the credit game a few months ago when out here trying to sell y'all ebooks and courses and mentorship. Man, these people teach y'all old stuff. They trying to teach y'all hacks and trying to move y'all too fast, and that's how you get jammed up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you make all the mistakes.
And I think the name of the game on both ends, whether you need repair and you become a client of somebody or you running a business, is, man, patience, bro. You gotta have patience. And with that being said,
Well, I'm about to say is because the credit game, you know what I'm saying, hit the black community like crack.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got black people who, most of us don't have parents and stuff like that to give us money and stuff like that. And even like, immigrants that come over here that don't have parents to give them money, you know what I'm saying, they still come with a proper mindset of how to hustle in different ways. So when it hit the black community, black American community, you know what I'm saying, we don't have nobody give us bread. We don't have the mindset to start our own business. So when we hear about, oh shit, I can go get access to credit and turn up, which I played a huge part of that in my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to help people. But again, it's what you said. It's turned to a hustle and everybody moving too fast.
And it's because we're not educated on it.
Yeah, we got to slow it down. That's why I got to get back on this camera. If I got to get back on YouTube, because they say, CJ, you've been missing. We need that new sauce. Because a lot of people out here getting hit with that old sauce like it's new. And there's still a lot of new people in the black community learning about credit like it's basic. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like what we're doing right on this podcast again is giving back in a way that y'all really need to listen.
Yeah.
And what y'all need to really listen to is y'all learning from somebody like myself that's been in this game for going on 7 years. It ain't nothing that I seen in credit repair and personal fund and the business fund that I ain't seen. So when you try to skip me and try to go to all these new people that's out here doing a little flashy shit like that, you need to verify and ask them, bro, how long you been in this business?
Yeah.
How long you been doing this, bro? Who you learn from? Ask them questions before you just start dealing with these people in credit, because I'm gonna say this too, Will, like, the new credit cats using my old flow, bar for bar. As soon as they get a little credit dollars, what's the first thing they gonna do? Go buy some designer, go buy a little Cuban chain.
So they out here biting.
Well, I paved the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind, because I inspire them. So it's 2023. The new credit people doing what I was doing, years ago. They getting the nice cars, they getting the Lamborghinis, they getting the Rolls Royces.
I mind. Look, we from H-Town, man. We don't bite nobody flow, man. You come with your own sauce, your own style.
Nah, they don't know. They don't know. They ain't got their own sauce. They remixing the sauce balls, and it's okay. Y'all turn up. They can do the life, because again, here's the thing with the black people, right? You learn a little game.
Yeah.
You make a little change. And now you're trying to act like you got all the fame. So the first thing they want to do is go buy the designer, go buy the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you not even cut like that. Half y'all dudes ain't from no culture. I'm from Houston, Texas. We are the culture. We come from the South. We came with the diamond rings and the chains and having things and gold grills and all that. That's where we come from. So when I popped out, jumped out fresh, iced out, that's what my culture is, bro. I'm from that. So I can see so many of these guys in the credit game, that's the very first thing they want to do is try to buy the coach. You can't buy this sauce. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much mismatch designer you put on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You either got it or this shit right here is in me, it's not on me. And so the first credit
sauce, you gonna get lost.
That was happening.
In you, baby.
That what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay, bro. Do whatever marketing you got to do. If you feel like you got to do lifestyle marketing, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you something that I want y'all to listen to. As my black people out there, as your boy, Mr. CJU, is back out here. I'm telling y'all. We have to learn to not get fascinated by the shiny things.
Woo.
Just because somebody's so goddamn shiny, that don't mean he got the sauce.
Yeah.
And black people, we can't get caught up with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did that early in my career, but that's just who I was.
Yeah, and you was still kicking some info. Well, you gotta still listen.
For real, because even when I was out there doing a lifestyle, shining and dripping like I was, everybody still had my YouTube to catch free game. They're like, well, CJ out there doing his thing, but he literally left us all his game on YouTube to learn. So you got these new cats out here, you go to their Instagrams, they ain't giving no information. They running a shiny play, trying to get a bunch of black people who don't know no better to sign up for their stuff because they like, I just want to be flashy like you. Hey, come on now. Y'all need to be trying to be forgetting. You ain't got no motion for all that shit.
No.
You ain't got no motion for all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to transition over right now is why we don't do all that flashy shit no more. Even though there's nothing wrong with dripping and splash. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying what we own, bro, is software and tech. And what I learned from the people who taught me back-end systems and automation, which changed the game for our company, it's changed the game for other people. I would go learn from these people and be like, bro, you don't even have a bunch of, how you making millions of dollars a month? You ain't even got a bunch of followers. How you making? I go to these people Instagram. It's just pictures of them, they kids and they dog, and I'm like, how the fuck you doing $1 million a month? Why? Because they in tech, because they in software, because they got people using they shit that actually works. They don't have to be fucking flashy. They just saying, look at my product, buy this bitch because it worked.
So what you saying is, in the black community, we get taught business backwards.
100%.
We get taught it backwards. We want the flash. We want all that first, and we think that's what you got to do to make money. But the people who really running successful businesses the right way is because they got systems and automations to make their business flow, and they don't have to internet hustle. They don't have to always try to market flash to keep getting new clients, new leads and stuff.
Nah, they ain't got to stress on that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get this big shout out right now. On the first podcast, you know what I'm saying, with your boy Mr. CJU, I want to give a big shout out to Ryan Pineda, man.
Shout out to shout out to Big P,
Flash
man.
an edit across the screen for this dude right
Shout
there.
out to Big P, Ryan Pineda,
Big
man.
shout out to Ryan Pineda.
Best conference I ever been
You know what I'm
to in
saying?
my life, man.
He was game changing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went out to his conference in Vegas early.
That was in
early
January. We hit it.
And I paid them extra racks for his VIP stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what his VIP was, he had the conference, but he said if you pay for the VIP, you can come kick it with me in my office a day before the event. So I fly out to Vegas. We flew out to Vegas with him. Went to the VIP day, and I'm thinking Ryan Pineda finna get up there and talk because I came to see him or whatever. And he say, I ain't even finna talk. I'm finna bring my operations team, my back end team, my integrators to come speak to y'all. And I'm like, the fuck does that mean? And then he had these white dudes come out there, glassy, dork-looking dudes. And I'm like, who the fuck is these dudes, man? Coldest game I ever heard. Coldest game I ever. They come out the back. Not even great public speakers, but I heard, I know. See, it wasn't no flashy shit. It wasn't no Cartier glasses. It wasn't no diamond chains. It wasn't none of that. And I was like, yo, you need a system. You need software.
Yeah.
You need automations. You need SOPs. You need to delegate. You need to use the resource. Give me resources. How you use Lucid Chart? Where you think I got that from?
Yeah.
You need to use this to build your SOPs. You need to use this software. They was giving so much value on how to not hustle, bro.
Yeah.
How to run a business.
Because that's the one thing that we don't do. We hustle, but we don't run businesses.
And that's the difference, bro. So we throw that word around, entrepreneurship and business. Let me tell you, entrepreneur is somebody that's just quit their job and got a great idea and trying to get it going on. They hustle and they trying to get it up. Business owner is when you actually start delegating.
Oh, for sure.
You ain't a business owner, bro.
Bro, entrepreneur, they just work for themselves. They don't have a job like where they're getting paid for somebody else, but you are working for yourself. You're not owning nothing. You're a worker, and it's for just a service or a product that you're providing.
You can say they got a job. They busy their job, and you
not
work
a business owner.
Yeah, you ain't a business owner until we finna get into it. You ain't a business until you got a software, until you got a system, until you got SOPs in place, until you got a staff, a team in place that you're delegating to handle things for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I went to those guys to learn from.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to tell people in my community that if you're gonna follow somebody as a mentor, make sure they got all the game and not pieces of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, did I always have this game? No. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to say that I got it now.
Yeah.
So that's why, as I'm kicking this house, if you watching this, you can't be going to the new guys who just came out the gate and offering mentorships. And that's the difference. We need to break that down too. Coaching programs and mentorships.
Ooh, that's two different things right there.
And people got the game messed up. Oh,
Them
you can sign up
lines
for
are
my
blurred.
mentor. That's not a mentorship. Stop saying you offering a mentorship. You have a coaching program, meaning, hey, you can sign up for me, and I'm going to do 2 calls with you per week, 2 Zoom calls, woo. Man, you coaching me.
Yeah.
Mentorship is somebody actually meant the whole thing. Like I'm knowing about your situation. I'm in your mindset. I understand like I'm learning more about your goals, you know what I'm saying, your values, where you trying to go with. I'm trying to give you a lot more. Like the top guys, when they really be having people pull up to their crib, but they might be.
The access is different.
Man, the access is different.
That's a huge word.
And the point I'm making about that too, Will, is I got to be in the game long enough to say I can mentor somebody.
Yeah, I need to know some credentials. And like you say, man, who did you get mentored from?
Bro, a lot of people just started their entrepreneurship journey in 2020.
Yeah.
It's barely the end of 2023. Bro, you only been out here a year and a half, 2 years. How you mentoring somebody already?
And for y'all to really understand that, think of something that you've been doing for a long time. I don't care if it's a job or a hobby or something. For the guys, man, if somebody started playing basketball 3 years ago, can they be your coach? Ladies, if a woman just started learning about fashion and makeup 2.5 years ago or something, are you gonna go learn from them?
It might give you a look at it.
Yeah, I can give you a little something.
But you really want a mentor? You got to go to these top dogs who really been out here, who really, got experience, who really got credibility. And in the community, when we talk about everybody feel like, oh, I got scammed by somebody, this and that.
Yeah.
Man, you got to work on your verification process, bro.
And for what you're saying, me personally, I want a mentor who's failed before. I don't think 2 or 3 years in business is long enough for you to have experienced, those failures that you can be like, hey, when you run into this is how you bounce back from this.
No, they failing on the clients they got now.
Yeah.
And then in years later, they'll be able to be really good mentors, which happened to me.
Hey, the game twisted.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
It do.
But again, when you talk to this guy and you say, hey, I want to join your mentorship program, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you need to ask certain questions. But right. I mean, bro, how long have you been doing what you saying you talking about?
Yep, it's people that should ask me that.
And that's why this is important for our community.
Yeah.
Our community. If you finna pay somebody thousands of dollars for them to mentor you, you need to ask them, bro, how long have you been doing this and who you learned this from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So, with that being said, a lot of the community, a lot of the audience, they do start with credit. So, you just talked about back-end systems and all of that. How important is it for, the people that is in that audience who have a credit business or something, how important is it for them to start thinking about pivoting?
Boy, that's a great question. Let me tell you something. It's 2023 right now as we shooting this. We finna go into 24 and beyond. The banks already know what's up. The credit bureaus already know what's up.
FICO 10, if y'all know what that is.
They already know what's up. Let me tell you why the banking and the credit game, you better pivot if you in it. Boy, anything you figure out here in America that's finna help a bunch of black people be successful, they gonna tweak the goddamn rules.
Yeah,
so all the new credit people that's in the scene telling y'all how green and easy it is to do repair and do funding and shit, they new. And they can't see the game from the lens that we can see it from. And they doing that type of marketing, telling you how easy all this shit is so they can get you to sign up for their shit. That's their hustle, which is fine. But you better start pivoting, because for me to be in the game as long as I've been in the credit game, and for me to see other people who've been in the credit game for a very long time, and it's like, bro, you still teaching the same basic shit, that lets me know you haven't evolved.
And for what you said, look, y'all know what's up. Us black people, once we get a hold of something, we're going to tear it up. They not about to let you keep tearing it up.
Tear it up. So I'm going to get one thing straight on the record here. Don't call me no damn credit guru.
Nah.
Don't call me. I'm an OG in the game, but I'm not a credit guru. What I do today is I help entrepreneurs learn how to use software.
Yeah.
Learn how to use a CRM. Learn how to build back-end automations. Learn how to grow and scale their business with SaaS and no-code AI, which is the future, bro, of how to do business. It's already been here, but now they have started allowing us to use these tools that they already been using. So it's easier than ever to get into tech than it's ever been.
Let me tell you something I like about you. You always been like this too, killer. I just heard evolution. You said you started in credit game, but then you evolved into something else. What I like about the way you kick it and how you coming is you always are trying to bring people along the ride of your evolution. You talk about how you elevate, and then you're saying, hey, but no, this is what I'm teaching. The stuff you elevated to, you also, I can tell is you get enjoyment out of kicking it to other people, teaching it to other people, showing them that too. That's what you don't get out of a lot of,
Nah, because I'm really from those streets, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really from around the way. So when I look at people in the streets that's still trapping, when I'm looking at the girls that's still stripping and stuff like that, I don't look down at them. I be like, I used to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I really changed my life by getting out the streets, by learning how to do legit shit. And it helped me become this person I am. So when I look at a trapper or I look at a stripper, I don't look at them like, damn, you done. I'd be like, man, if I can help you get this information, I don't know how powerful you could be. You know what I'm saying? Because we got people in the streets right now that's trapping, and you know what I'm saying? That'll create. I know some smart-ass strippers. I know some smart-ass trappers, and I'd be like, hey, bro, if I could just get you out of that situation and bring you over here and shine that light on you, you could be just as big as CJU or bigger and better. And there's not a lot of people talking to those people.
And you know why? Because people like that, they really got more drive than a lot of you. And we was them. Y'all looking at us right now, you would have saw us 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We was there. We just didn't, we don't have nobody to tell us anything better. So that's why we like to reach out to them, man.
Yeah, that's why it's not a game. That's why it's not a finesse for me. That's why it's not about none of that, because I know if I just continue to help my people, and that's why my YouTube always been so raw and organic, and because I'm not playing no games. I know who I'm talking to, and taking people to the future, bro. Let's jump on that. Let's take people to the future with the power of SaaS and AI. You know what I'm saying? SaaS stands for software as a service, meaning we are using a software that we able to provide service to our people with, which is allowing us to work more efficiently and giving our people better experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm so passionate about this, you know what I'm saying, is because this is the first time in history. This is what people don't really understand it. This is the first time in history that a person from the streets can really get in tech at this level. This is never before done. This is never before done in history.
Talk to me then.
And that's what people don't understand how big this is. That's why we're going all in on this. Because this is game changing. Like for black people, like, bro, you can really be in the streets right now and don't even know how to use a computer all the way. Yeah. But they've made this shit so easy that you can get involved with this. And I know I have a voice and I can articulate and I can communicate to a street trapper or to a girl that's, you know what I'm saying, shaking ass.
Yeah.
And I can show her like, hey, you can stop doing that and do this. And that's game changing, because there's single moms out there, bro, that want to be at home with their children, but they don't know how to make money at home. And so if I can get a single mom to learn how to use software and charge that as a service to other people, and she can be at home with her kids, bro, we got sisters like that. We got girls at home in the streets like that. That's what I was
about to touch on, because you talk about the streets, you know, the majority of our community just stuck in the rat race. This is how you get out.
This is how you get out.
We was in it. We was in the streets and we was in the rat race. We was in both.
But we have a solution.
The fact that we found our way out, we can't help but give it to everybody else.
Yeah.
Why not?
I still believe in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just that for a period of time, I know the streets felt like I gave up on them.
Yeah.
When I moved to the big house in California, and I moved to the big condo in Miami. Nah, bro, I just had to get around rich people, bro, so I can learn this information to give back to y'all.
Come back and give
so
it
while
to
people
you.
think I gave up on them, I ain't give up on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to make sure y'all ain't dealing with all these guys out here giving y'all that fluff. We bring y'all some real stuff. So what I want y'all to do is go verify what I'm talking about. Go online and go show me how many black people really out there trying to bring you into this new age of information. Not just so this is some AI tool. No. Bro, we know how to go inside of your business, bro, and change that back in and get your shit right. Now, for the people, like I was talking about single moms or people that's trying to get out of the nightlife and stuff like that. No. When we teach you how to use this software and teach you how to market it and sell it and provide service to other people, you gonna make money, bro.
I mean, that's the only thing that can.
You gonna make money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna make you a trapper. You selling weed. You selling whatever. You running a business. You got inventory.
Yep.
You marketing. You selling. I could take your same hustle as a trapper and bring you over here to tech. Yeah. I could take you bro. These women that's dancing, bro. That's true. You know how much goddamn talent you gotta have, or mindset you got to go in a strip club every night?
Hell yeah, I used to be in there every night. I know exactly how much you used to. I know exactly how much.
Y'all, let me tell you what I be doing in the strip club, bro. I be looking at strippers. I be like, so you staying up all night in them big ass heels? You know how much stamina you gotta have to do that? And she popping ass. I be like, you talented. I be like, DJ Khaled, you loyal.
Damn.
I be like, I need you. And they be like, you a pimp? I be like,
what?
Internet pimping, baby. I ain't gonna do you like that.
This ain't, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I be saying though, the mindset to go in there and pop ass naked on some big ass heels, you already hustle hard, baby. You already go hard. Yeah. So if I could just give you this sauce right here, you finna turn all the way up, and then you finna go turn all the hustles up. Same thing for the homies in the streets. So that's why I say this is the first time in history that I can really go to the streets and be like, bro,
sweep it up.
Bro, if you willing to listen, if you willing to watch my training videos, we gonna give you the training for free.
Yeah.
I mean,
shit.
We're gonna give you the training for free. We're gonna show you how to use the software, how to get access to it. The software is gonna allow you to learn how to build websites, build landing pages, build sales funnels, teach other business owners how to text their customers, email their customers. Come on, man. This is game-changing shit right now for black people. So not just the basic credit shit no more. We passed that.
Let me ask you this too, because we talked about is a lot of people miss waves. Like when the wave come around, the wave happens so quick, and people don't notice until it's over.
Come on, bro.
So you're giving people an opportunity to hop on the wave and ride it. And this is something that, the rest of the world probably won't catch up to for probably about, 3 to 5 more years.
Bro. Years.
I mean, I don't hear anybody in the black community talking about tech at all.
Nah, bro, because they run around with these same ass.
They gatekeeping.
Let me tell you something. They all doing the same mentorship ladders. Oh, I got to go to him to learn. Black people just circling the same fucking information.
Yeah.
I went to them other people.
Yeah, I was.
That didn't look like me.
They should.
Because I needed some whole new game.
Yeah.
So I wasn't finna go up to these dry mentorships, because what they're really doing is they going through these mentorships, and then they come back to black people at events and conferences with all that goddamn motivational speaking. You know what I'm saying? Black people tired of spending money on airplane tickets, hotels, conference tickets, going to these conferences just to hear, somebody on stage kicking all that motivational speaking for hours. Hey, bro, I didn't fly here. I didn't fly here to hear that motivation. I'm from the streets, bro. I'm tired. I'm trying to learn some game. I need some actionable steps. Yeah. And so these dudes right now are and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these culture vultures, which I call these house Negroes.
Yeah, they house niggas.
And what they're doing is they're packaging up motivational speaking that they getting from up to Myron Golden and copying his shit word for word, bar for bar, and really telling black people they need to believe in all this extra shit, bro.
You're tired of them selling more hope than the Pope, huh?
Yeah, bro. Because we need some real information, and not only just information, bro, like step by step. Hey, bro, what do I do?
Yes.
So when you come over to a CJU event, a CJU workshop, bro, the new ones we about to have, I'm not finna be on stage, goddamn me, doing a bunch of motivational speaking, wasting your time, giving you fluff. You come to my shit, I'm gonna introduce myself, I'm gonna say, everybody pull out your laptop, let's get busy. I'm finna teach you how to program. I'm finna teach you how to build something. So by the time, if you with me on a 3-day event workshop, by the time you fly back home, you're gonna have the whole back end of your business built. So you can say, I came to CJ shit and I actually learned something, but they actually had me. Will was there. CJ, they was actually had me building shit, and I went back home with some shit that I could use to make money with. We want to make some motherfucking money, bro. The jig is up. It's not 2020 no more.
Yeah. I like this fire. I like this passion, man. This episode 1.
Hey, man. Say, man, it's where this come from, man. For real, though. If you really want some real sauce, and your ass tired of being lost, come tap in with the boss. A lot of these cats out here learn from you know who.
Some people in trouble, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's time to shine light on the hustle that's happening to black people. I'm sick of it.
I'm with it.
And again, I popped off in 2020. I took a break in 21, 22. I just was starting to enjoy my life. I didn't want to push credit that hard because I understood that credit without an actual game plan is not going to really help our people. So you got all these new cats out here, credit, funding. Well, what the fuck I do after I get all that funding? Hell, that ain't my problem. Just keep signing up for my mentorship so I can keep getting rich off your black ass. That's what's happening. And I'm not knocking nobody hustle that's doing it. I'm just saying if you don't want that look game and you want, nah, bro, teach me the big dog game.
Right.
Teach me that shit that like I can really grow and scale my business and make some really good money with. Yeah, you got to come to us. You got to come to us.
And I'm knocking your hustle. I'm knocking it, man.
I feel you.
Our community needs help. We started behind in this country, and we are the only ones that's gonna pick each other up. So I'm knocking your hustle.
Yeah.
You got a duty out here, man. And you ain't got to do it, but we will. That's all, we'll do it.
We will, man. And it's time to go to the new age.
Yeah.
SaaS, and no-code SaaS, no-code AI is fully revolutionizing the way that we do business. All business is done online. It's done on social media. It's done digitally. So how you gonna pop your business off if you not using the most up-to-date shit? I don't care if you're not good at tech. I don't care if you don't understand software and shit. It's not even up for debate, Will.
It's not, and we gonna bring it to the streets.
Because if you're not using this information that we finna put y'all on, you're going to fail. It's not 2020. In 2020, you can get lucky and make $100K.
Yeah.
Everybody was at home. If you had a little piece of game, you made you $100,000. Everybody made the most money in 2020 who was some type of online influencer. Those times are over. Yeah. So all you new entrepreneurs, your ass ain't gonna get lucky like people did in 2020. You're not gonna. I had videos up in 2018 and 2019. So when 2020 hit, guess where they came to me? You ain't that lucky today. So it's competitive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing what you talking about you want to do. You late to the party. So you need an edge. You need a competitive edge. So if you got softwares and systems in place, you can beat your competition because they still running their business off their cell phone like they trapping or hustling.
Yeah.
But they call themselves business owner. You ain't no motherfucking business owner. Nah, you still trapping off your phone and hustling. You calling them.
For yourself.
Nah, you ain't got no dashboard. You ain't got no SOPs. You know what I'm saying? No standard operating procedures, bro. You're not delegating properly. There's no real communication channels between you and your team. You're not tracking the data properly. You're not all the way in the game. And I don't say that to shit on nobody. That was me.
Yeah, me too.
That was me.
Yeah,
so I'm speaking from experience, bro. The worst thing that you want to happen is one of your motherfucking videos go viral and a whole bunch of people hit you up and you can't handle the traffic because you don't have no system in place.
It happened to you. It happened. You remember I had a TikTok go viral, got 800,000 views in 2 weeks. You remember that? My DMs, everything blowing up. I had no system to take the track. I missed my $1 million train right there,
bro.
Because I had no back end system,
bro. The video, if you drop some good content, bro, and you ain't got no back end, you're gonna be fucked. You're gonna be fucked. So you need all the game. You need the credit game. You need the funding game. You do need the content game. But why a proper software or system on the back end, you're gonna be fucked. So what we want to tell y'all right now, you know what I'm saying, as we get ready to wrap this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Look down at the descriptions on this video. I'm going to have all the information you need to get access to our free training. That's right. Our free training is going to show you what we talking about when we talk about SaaS, software, tech, and AI. CRMs. You know what I'm saying? A way to track the data of your clients, your customers, and make sure your staff is organized. Let me touch on this for you, too. You can't hire people, bro, without a system in place. You're just going to ask somebody to come in to confuse you.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
So having a proper software and system together, you can easily go hire somebody and be like, hey, bro, I just need you to do this part right here. And if they can see your SOP and they can see the system, they can be like, oh, shit. Like, that's all you need me to do? Yeah.
You got to set them up for success if you want to be successful.
Yeah.
We showing all of that, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, bro, because we've been through it. Your business is on fire. First thing you want to do is ask your girl to help you, or ask your homie to help you, ask somebody to help you.
Cousin or something.
But you asking people to come help you put out the fire. It's too late. And these entrepreneurs doing what, Will? They using like they got multiple arms and hands trying to do everything.
Man.
They what you say, wear multiple hats in the business.
Multiple hats.
You got to shoot the content yourself. You got to edit the content yourself. You got to post the content yourself. You the salesperson. You the closer.
And the worst part about that is you know that your house is burning down.
You cannot run your business doing everything, bro. And it's okay, some of y'all out there who want to do full control of your business, you're going to have to learn how to step back, delegate, release some things. Don't be a control freak. It's okay.
It's okay to be an integrator, too. I tried that. That's not my lane. So guess what? I said, you know what? I got a lot of things I'm good at. Let me collab with my brother in his business and go run a portion of that and take a couple of his hats off, put them on my head, let him focus on what he's good at and be at the top, and now we'll be successful together.
I like the way you dropped that, man. If you're not an on-camera person, you're not a good communicator, you ain't the one that's trying to be all in the videos, doing all that extra stuff, but you still want to make money online, we offering something for you too. We call you integrators.
Yeah.
Learn how to use software. Learn how to get into tech. It's very simple now. It's no code. You ain't got to be a super. Nah. Very simple. Hell, if I can learn it, you can learn it.
Real talk, man.
So if you one of them people that don't like to be on camera, but you still want to make money online, we got to show you how to work the back end. So we got something for you too.
Like my man Finesse 2 times saying, we need that back end.
We need that back
So
end,
we going
baby.
back end.
We need that back end. And that's what we going to provide to y'all. That's what we going to teach y'all. Man, that's our story. You know, your boy, Miss CJU came in the game, happy things, all off the credit. And now we taking it to another level by teaching y'all how to run a back end of your business. Man, this podcast, I'm going to have a lot of people coming in teaching this next level sauce. No more fluff. No fluff over here with your boy, Miss CJU. I want to give y'all the next level sauce to take y'all to that place that y'all want to be. Again, I'm going to have the information down in the description. Get the free training. Get the free sauce. Contact your boy, Will. You're going to contact Will. You're going to contact me. We both work together. You're going to see our faces. We're going to continue to help y'all grow and skill, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. It's a whole lot of sauce coming y'all way, man. And make sure y'all don't get lost with the boss, man. See y'all next time. Hap.